Let's get it. 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 Let's get it.
Hey, hey,
Hey, what's up? What's up?
hey, what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
how you doing today? How you doing today, Ivana? Welcome to the podcast.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, my phone's slipping a little. My name is Ivana. I go by ICB. I am 25 years young. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I'm just happy to be here today.
Hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by, showing love, gracing us.
Thank
So
you.
let's get to it, man. So you was on the Kevin Samuels show. Like, how did you get on the show? Like, tell everybody the process to get on Kevin Samuels show.
Honestly, like I would like go onto his lives a lot and obviously request to join and I never got through. And then one like super random day, which is crazy because and I was about to be like, I'm not trying to glorify him, but all respect to Kevin Samuels, all respect to all men out there, all respect to all women out there. I had literally prayed like the day before. Like I got on my knees, like I repented to the Lord and I was just like, God, like I was just telling him all the stuff that I wanted to release in my life. And then next thing you know, the next day, my request go live with Kevin Samuels. So I'm just a firm believer in God and His strength. And the only reason why I bring that up is to say, I was trying to get through. I just requested to go live, but for some reason, he accepted me that day. So I was up and heavy. Sorry.
Facts, facts, facts. Okay, so you requested. It looked like he got you by surprise, but I went back and watched it. It looked like he got you by surprise, like he started to a little bit. Like, was you surprised that you made it through all the way?
Absolutely. Because I have tried like 5, 6 times before that. So I was just requesting at that point, not really have any expectations, nor, ready questions, prompts, or anything for the man, you know. So yeah, I just was requesting one day and he picked me.
Okay, okay. Now a lot of like, did you learn anything from working, like talking to Kevin? Did you get any tips,
I
anything?
learned
Like,
not to waste my time. I learned that I am valuable. My youth is valuable. My beauty is valuable. And I always knew that. But he kind of just reaffirmed that for me. And he just helped me get more focus driven in my life and definitely transitions my thinking from thinking that like because I would agree with Kevin, like as a woman I was raised in a single woman household, my grandmother's single, my mother's single. We have learned to survive, we have learned to get by,
right?
and that has been ingrained in me. So and I'm talking about on both sides, my maternal and my fraternal grandmothers. They both just be like, hey, you could do good all by yourself, you could do bad all by yourself, but just so you know, you could do it by yourself. And they
Mm-hmm.
just always instilled it in me. So when Kevin asked me like, what do you need to start a family? And I'm just like, a baby. And I'm like, and he's like, no. And I'm like, damn. So I'm out here in these streets thinking that when I get pregnant, my family starts. But in reality, my
Mm-hmm.
family starts with my selection of my husband. And my
Mm-hmm.
family starts with his selection of me as his wife. So
Mm-hmm.
it just reaffirms to me not to waste my time, into the family starts with the man.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with a lot of black women that have been going down for generation to generation. It's this stigma. I don't need no man. I'm independent. Then we got songs like "Miss Independent" by Beyonce, the single ladies,
And
and
Neo
I feel
singing it
like
too. It's not like it's a woman singing it, it's Neo. Like it's a
Neil made a
man.
song too about it, and I feel like people, some women are taking this very serious. Like Survivor, Beyonce, Destiny Child made a song called Survivor that did well, and I just feel like a lot of women are taking this shit too goddamn serious, and they're saying they don't need a man. They're using them as an accessory, but in fact, you do need a man because if you're not married by a certain age, how are you gonna make it to the end of life? Like Kevin said, he got a good point right there. You gonna struggle.
I definitely agree. There's a certain level of struggle once you get to an age where you're not a hot girl, so to speak, where
You're
you're,
not gonna be that hot girl at 45. That is a goddamn lie.
You're not. Even though my mom was kind of hot girl. It's like no, but she. I don't want to bring her up. But anyway, um, like beauty does fade,
It
and
does.
a lot of people are attracted to beauty. And in reality, just to go up for what you just said, like because it's been ingrained in me to be like, I don't need no man, but in reality,
Right.
it's just the word need that's like,
I feel like everybody needs somebody, and I feel like it's somebody out there for everybody. And what the problem is with shade room and social media, it's got the women thinking they don't need nobody; they can do it by themselves, and it got them thinking that they're gonna keep being their youth is gonna be forever. They're fooled by Hollywood and social media and these celebrities thinking they can be young forever, but you can't. It's impossible. There's young girls every single day, especially for the man. They kind of want like these millionaires, and they say they want like there's a new 21-year-old girl every day, graduate high school, teenagers coming up. So you can't compete with them. Uh, he also made another point, Kevin. I was listening to the story one time. He was saying that a lot of older women is not giving younger women game on how to be mothers or wives or mothers because they want all the men for themselves. Would you agree on that too?
I feel like my family has given me game. They've given me the game of like, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? People were saying stuff like that to me since I was a young boy. And you disagree with that?
I totally disagree with that. That's why so many broken homes in the black community right now.
Can you
Like 70.
emphasize on that? Because I don't understand that, because I feel like that is essentially kind of what Kevin's saying. Like, you need to get the ring. You giving this man all of this. You staying in a relationship with him. You giving him your youth, your sex, your insight, and you don't have no ring. So
Right.
they were saying like buying a cow is that marriage aspect that is we looking for.
Yeah, I agree. You should marry before you carry. And then it's like I feel like if more women understood that and understood that concept, we wouldn't have so many broken homes because essentially what you're doing, you're creating bastards. Like single mother homes, single father homes, or whatever. You're creating bastards.
So can I
Yes. You said
Can I ask you
what?
a question? So how
Yeah.
much do you give a man before? Because I don't want to give him all of me and he don't think he got to marry me, but I don't want to give him too little. He don't really know what he getting into.
I look at it like this right here. You gotta have your own relationship with it, and you just gotta have that conversation about up front, or when y'all ready is, or y'all won't even take it to that level. I feel like because nobody want to waste their years. He made a good point. You don't want to waste your good years and then be mad at the world and mad at all men and all men ain't shit. You don't want to be 40 years old like that. And he got another point I like. He like I feel like a lot of women miss out on Mr. Right or whatever because of this concept of saying this abundance mindset. I can get any man I want or hot girl summer, this goddamn bullshit was ever following up this shit.
Yeah, I definitely know it's slim pickings out here. But what's crazy is like I talk to men on a daily. Like I'm very outgoing person, so I have conversations with people all the time. And people get shocked by how kind I am. They're
Mm.
like, oh, like, and if like, because right now I'm in a relationship, so I'll be like, oh, I have a boyfriend. They be like, oh, ain't no nice single women out here. And I'm like, she out there, trust me, somebody gonna treat you nice and with respect, blah, 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 right? So, why did I bring that up? Men, it's just this kindness aspect that's missing within our women. And to say like because you know like, yes, women, they like, it's hard out here, but if you're kind and you use your intuition, use your gut, you'll find love. It don't have to be on no like Prince Charming type time, but I mean essentially it will be, because your love will glamorize that person until you like 4 years into the marriage.
I feel like a lot of people are looking for love in all the wrong places. I know that's a cliche and all, but I feel like too many people are looking for it like the superficial. They also worried about the looks and the body and all that money And nothing wrong with worrying about thinking about those things, but that cannot be the center of a relationship, a meaningful relationship, because how somebody look, money, and how they make you feel, those things are temporary because the money could be gone, their looks could be gone, and the way they feel can make you gone. Those three things right there is just temporary. And you can find that from anyone, actually.
So what's constant?
The bond, I would say the honor, respect, the true love through thick and thin. That's what I feel like. That's my opinion. You know, is he or she gonna be with you if you were like getting a car accident and couldn't walk no more? Is that same person gonna love you if you weren't able to walk no more? You should be able to be, it said, the same amount of affection for you if you was in a wheelchair. Or if your looks will go away, like you had a car, somebody got a car crash, and the glass shattered their face or whatever, you still gonna love that person, look at them the same? Because I feel like real beauty is inside of, like, I feel like the real true inner beauty is what's inside a person, not the outward appearance, in my humble opinion.
Absolutely.
'Cause,
Absolutely.
but yeah, I just feel like social media is definitely like changing people's mindscapes on that right now.
Oh, it's brainwashing 101. It's a commercial as soon as you wake up in the morning. Like, it's like one thing that I've been incorporating in my morning routine is just not being on my phone. Like,
I'm trying to incorporate that too as well. I'm sorry, because I'm trying to do that too as well.
waking up and like I have like my books with like my Bible verses and everything in there. Of course, I got the Bible, but I don't ever really grab the Bible because I just woke up. I'm like trying to decipher stuff, but like I have like daily messages, Bible verses, just positive things to feed my mind before I go out into this world. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, you're absorbing things like as soon as you wake up. So it's important to have that spiritual kind of like protection in the beginning of the day and then have something to release everything that you've piled on throughout the day at the end of the day.
Right, right. I feel like that's the first thing a lot of people do. A lot of people get on the phone before they even wash their ass or brush their goddamn teeth. They even goddamn snap. They on Insta snap, snapping pictures, whatever, with crusted in motherfucking eyes. And women
I've
going
been
hair,
there.
huh?
I've been there.
With fucking hair bonnets on and got the crust around their mouth and shit with the slaughter. Like, god damn, at least wash your face first. Wash your ass. Make something to eat. God damn. Have you been on social media so long in the morning? Like, damn, you done got hungry, but you don't feel like getting out of bed.
That's usually at night for me. I usually
God
don't feel like getting out of bed for dinner.
Do you feel like it? Right, right. Do you feel like Kevin Samuels bash women?
I feel like you're a bit harsh. Is it a safe place? Say
It's a
no.
safe. Yeah, it's a safe place over here. Your secret's safe with us. Safe with
I'm
me.
saying on the Kevin Samuels show. Is it a safe place? I feel like Kevin is so smart that he has a lot to bring to the table, but he tries to sum things up as quick as he can. And like you'll tell him something like 2-3 sentences in and he's already summing it up, which is a hyper intelligent thing. But it's like once he comes up with his synopsis of you, there's no going back. Like he just don't care.
I feel like he's a little bit arrogant somewhat, and he kind of like a know-it-all. But I feel like his heart is in the right place, and a lot of things Kevin is doing, he's doing it for clickbait. He's doing it for goddamn clout.
Absolutely, absolutely
Like
making people fit into his narrative. It's like
he's
no,
he, he's
I'm just sorry.
right, right. He's doing this to goddamn get people to be drawn into his channel or whatever. He got over 1 million subscribers. So of course a lot of the shit he's saying right now is to draw people to his platform.
Yeah.
How you feel about those comments about goddamn calling a woman big as Emmett Smith or he fat shaming women? You feel like that's wrong or
I don't know what women on this live. It's like no, I think it all goes down to the type of like lifestyle you want to live. Because like if you out here claiming that you want a like super healthy lifestyle, excuse me, you want a super healthy lifestyle and you want to be somebody's like arm candy or something like that, then girl, you need to be in shape. Hello? I mean, and then health is wealth. You know what I mean? Like if you're not feeding yourself well, taking care of yourself, allowing yourself to just pack on weight after weight after weight, um Like, who do you think is going to love you if you don't
I
love
mean, he got a
yourself?
good. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got women 350 pounds on there, big as a goddamn gorilla, talking about they want a man with 8 figures, 8 figure man to save them and they 3, 4 kids. Like, what the fuck? Who? He's being
Yeah.
honest. Like, who in the hell is gonna marry you? Who want to be with you with 3, 4 kids? And then you say you got down 300 pounds. Like, who's gonna take on this burden? You talking about you need this man with this kind of money, and you got this guy over here trying to talk to you, but you feel like you're settling. Like, what's your thoughts on this word settling? Like, that's the new modern word right now. I'm going on trendy word, settling.
Hey, nothing trendy about settling. I think settling. I feel like everybody is kind of lost in this new world. Like, we all want to be on this track of abundance, and and like we all have visions for ourselves and for our lives, and like social media and a lot of that is dimming those lights. So I think that these women who are saying that they don't want to settle are very idealistic. um yeah, I mean, everybody's allowed to. I think that a husband and a wife, to some extent, are kind of programmed inside of you. Like, you know, kind of what you want. You know the life that you want to live. You know the accomplishments you want to make alongside your husband. So having those visions and those ambitions, I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that. But if you have that vision of that healthy lifestyle, then you need to be living healthy. You need to be making sure that you're taking care of yourself mentally, and you just got to fit the part to what it is. Now, if you be like, all right, I'm a big girl and I like to cook and I need me a man who want to eat, you gonna find somebody out there. It's people out there that want to do
Right.
that too, you know. But if you have a dream and a vision for your life, like, I really don't think that you should put it aside for nobody. People have been telling me no since I was wee high, and I still been grinding. And I still get everything, not everything, but I still get what the Lord has for me, and that's plentiful. So
Mm.
no, I mean, don't, you know, don't say for people are people. Like, to say that you're settling for somebody is like calling them like, oh, I got a golden retriever and I wanted a chihuahua. Like, no, like that's a whole ass
That's
person.
how I feel like a lot of women nowadays are doing. They treat men like objects, whatever. I'm with him so I can get something better. But I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell is you to say that? What the
That's
fuck?
not honest, because like at the end of the day, if you're waiting for something better, you need to be wait for them by yourself. Like,
But what is better though? How much better can it get? I'm trying to figure out because I feel like it's too much high expectations.
some men are very lazy. Some men don't really command or lead the ship. Like, uh yeah, that's all I'm saying. Some men, like, are men. um I think a lot of men suffer from low self-esteem. Not a lot of men. Now, I haven't been in a room with a lot of people, a lot of men.
Mm-hmm.
Some men suffer from depression, anxiety, lack of self-esteem, but they never talk about it. So they're just like fucking silent walls, and then ladies be trying to come and talk to them and motivate them and get them out of their shell, but they're so manly. I think they're so manly that they don't want to admit maybe somewhere they lack, because you can go to work every day and bring home a paycheck, but if we can't sit here and like have a conversation about how we're going to build, or you know, direct ways in which we can contribute to our household, then maybe I am wasting my time. Like, if you bring home a check every day, but I can't sit down and have a freaking intellectual conversation with you, then maybe I'm settling. Maybe I'm settling to not let my brain waves get massaged, or not let certain, you know, parts inside of me get tickled that aren't necessarily physical or financial. Only reason why I'm saying that is just some men, they suffer silently and build these walls up where you can't even be idealistic with them to a certain extent. Like, they just want you to conform like they conform. Oh, this
I,
worked, so let's just go with it.
I hear what you're saying, and that sounds good on paper. But what about the women who have these unrealistic expectations, and they in these situations with 2 to 3, 4 kids, and they want this 8 figure man or the 6 figure guy?
I really can't comment on that because I'm not that type of woman. Um, I feel like if you out here and you got kids, find somebody who got kids. Have a blended family. Why not?
Mm,
You
right.
know, it's like somebody out there probably got the same predicament as you. So then y'all go find each other, make a home for y'all babies, and just live a good life. Everything don't gotta be so fucking complicated, and it don't gotta be so. I'm agreeing with you. Everything don't gotta be so um, like Fresh Prince. Like it don't gotta be so. Am I contradicting myself?
Nah, 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 nah.
Okay,
Pop
I
your
talk a
shit. Pop your
lot,
shit.
so
Now a lot of people gay bash Kevin, saying Kevin's gay, saying he was with a man in his bed. Do you believe Kevin's gay?
I don't think he gay, but I don't know if he gay. I ain't make him. I ain't never see him. Yeah, I don't think he's gay.
Right, right.
Um, I think they always trying to downplay our masculine men.
I hate when women do that. That's when you're losing women losing the argument. So now they want to gay bash, and I feel like that's a detriment to the gay community. Now you have nothing to argue with or no points to counter. So now you're going to gay bash, or you saying you're going to get somebody else to go get him. That's when you want to lose an argument and she can't deflect. These are the tactics that they're using, and I feel like it's very, very petty, in my opinion, to attack a man's masculinity. Like they're just it's just pure evil to me. Like for you to say that, you have no clue whether the man's gay or not.
Yeah, you don't have a clue whether a man's gay or not. I think toxic masculinity, and I haven't gone into this above all else, but there's a lot of toxic masculinity going around,
Oh yeah, oh
and
yeah.
if you can't respect a woman, um, you just leave open a gate for whatever anybody could say to you. Like when it does come to Kevin Samuels and he talks about like high value men, I think like when he gets a bit frustrated and he start like really like just um talking over people and talking over women, it's a little bit like when he gets like arrogant, I feel like that's toxic masculinity to a bit. And
Explain why.
because I just feel like um why should a man be yelling and forcefully speaking to a woman and that's not your wife?
Grant, I don't believe nobody should be yelling screaming, but how do you feel about the women that come at him? Now, this is the question I had to ask somebody else. Now, they were saying how he took the women. How do you feel about the women who come in there and get funky with him? Now they get nasty back with him. He's giving the
People,
same energy that he's giving back. Granted, I don't believe. I'm not saying two wrongs make a right, but how do you feel about the women who go in there and disrespect his platform?
they did wrong. And they drawing, they too hype. I mean, you requested to be on his channel. I mean, but you gotta realize he's on Instagram. He has a whole consultation program that he probably gets a higher class of people on there. You get any and everybody on here. You getting the people from the lowest part of the hood to the highest part of the suburb that might want to request to talk to Mr. Kevin Samuels. So if you getting somebody who all her life she has disrespected men, like and gotten away with it, you can't just think just because she on Kevin Samuels live, she know how to respect men.
I just feel like we're a culture where women don't respect men for the most part. Not to say Kevin's right. I don't believe Kevin's. I don't believe in arguing with nobody. Cause if it was me, I just hang up on his motherfucking ass. I ain't got time to do what he do. That
He
take
be
too much.
trying though. He got a big heart. You can tell. He be trying. He be trying. Sometimes he get a little wild, but he be trying. He really do.
Yeah, right, right, right. But to say like some of them be very disrespectful. We're not used to seeing a man check these women, check these bitches. Some of them act like straight bitches, and we're not used to seeing that in this culture because we live in this PC culture, or you can't say this, you can't say that. But women can say whatever they want. Now I don't agree with that. Now you need to respect me like
Yeah,
you respect anybody else. You just can't talk to me any kind of way because you feel like I can't put my hands on you. Nah, they don't do that. Respect is given to a dog.
yeah. And a lot of the women that's being raised are being raised by women who hate men.
It's terrible. And
They
then they have
can,
fucking sons. That's the crazy part that blows my fucking mind. You have a son. Would you want your son to? Would you want your son to date a woman like you, or be around a woman like that? Like it just.
but so, I mean, like when people it's literally it's human nature if you're backed into a wall to fight or flight. So those women are choosing one. Like me in my interview, I feel like I flighted.
I felt like you
I
did too a
was.
little bit.
I
Felt
feel
like he
like
was making points and he had you on the ropes and your back was against the wall. So first thing women do, they start deflecting, they start changing the arguments, they start looking east to west like that right there. Somebody that
I
gonna
know,
save
like
them,
wait, who's talking to me? You're right
and
here.
then they start arguing and they ain't got nothing to do. They just argue, cuss out.
So yeah, I really didn't want to argue. I really didn't want to like it's just like when you don't feel like you're in control, you do whatever you have to do. And a lot of people are used to being in control, especially those like independent women who don't need a man. They're used to being in control of their household. They pay their own bills. They do this, they do that. So to bow down to a man on the internet,
It ain't even bowing down. It's just about mutual respect.
yeah, it is definitely about mutual respect, but you have to realize they don't live in that world. They don't live in that life where they
No,
feel
no, no,
like,
no, no. They can respect their boss on their job who talk to them crazy, but they can't respect a man. See how women do shit like this? They can respect their woman. They can know how to deal with women on that job to pay their bills and
mm-hmm,
take care of their kids. But when you come to a man trying to help you and give you some guidance that you need, you go and disrespect them as soon as you feel like you don't get your way or you say something you disagree with. Like
mm-hmm.
it's crazy. What?
I feel like women, like, we have been kind of like separated for so long that women don't even know what that type of energy is. Like, they don't know. They don't. Now, my husband, right? When I get one, God blessing me. When I get a husband and he tells me to sit down, like he tells me to do something, um, I'm gonna respect him because he's my husband. I don't know where I was going to, but I don't know where I was going with that. But like, women have been used to not having to listen to men. They're dynamic. They're just not used to the dynamic. They
I
used to
just don't
call them
understand. I feel
shots.
like we live in a generation where a lot of women don't know how to be wives and they don't know how to be mothers because they've been mothers too young and they've been raised not so their parents not raising them how properly. So they're basically being raised off social media, off love and hip hop. These are the women that's raising our future lawyers and doctors right now. These women.
Not all of them now. I know a lot of women of
I ain't say
color.
all. I was just saying certain women.
Yeah, I know a lot of women of color that are, into good things, are into the fine arts. I know a lot of them that's stubborn as hell. Okay, stubborn, 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 because the world hates us. Like, as women, and let me go into that a little bit. As a black woman, not only are we sexualized everywhere we go, black men barely act like they want to treat us with respect. Um, and in the workplace, we're at the bottom tool. Everywhere we go, we're at the bottom tool. And we have gone through these generational breakdowns of our men being stripped of their rights. And we're just really trying to like bounce back from slavery.
With that being said, when y'all had that conversation, did you have those conversations with your boyfriend about marriage and potentially being together in the long term? Did you have these conversations? Did y'all talk about these things? What was that conversation like?
Um, we had the conversation. Um, we've been talking and stuff like that, and yeah, we had a conversation.
How did it go? Can you explain to everybody?
Uh, it went. Are you he? Well, immediately after I got off my, damn, I'm not even trying to send nobody to that video. I've been trying to keep it low key. But immediately when I got off my interview with Mr. Kevin Samuels, my boyfriend called me. He was like, "I'm not gonna make you a better woman. I promise you won't be better." And then we were just talking and about marriage, and we just came to a common goal. Honestly, my relationship right now is
Cause you just said you was
And
praying
I
for a husband.
really
I'm
felt
like,
like
why you didn't say you already got one? It's just, I don't. Did y'all say y'all have a future wedding date or a future marriage date? Like, what's the up and in on it?
um I don't really want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
We're gonna have to divert. Can you comment on what I was saying about us bouncing back from slavery and the breaking down of the black man's soul and spirit?
I just feel like that right there is a whole conversation in itself, right there. That's a whole conversation in itself. But you know, times have changed, and I just feel like there's a whole conversation itself right there with the slavery. I feel like right there. I mean, it's always gonna be oppression. So I mean, that's a bit like forever. So we as the people just got to make that change. That's how I feel.
I agree.
What do you bring to the table in your relationship besides sex?
Vision, intelligence, empathy, kindness, love. Is that not enough?
So what age do you
Work
see?
ethic.
Okay, sound good. Sound good.
Thank you.
What age do you see yourself married?
Um, 28, so 30 at the latest. But I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to be like a Kim K, can't have kids. Like because I waited too long and now my shit all complicated, like Kevin was saying. And shout out to Kim K. Much love. Yeah. So like 30 at the latest. As soon as I get married, we honeymoon. Like what you said how when I'm getting married, right?
Yeah, when you get married. When do you plan on getting married?
From like 28 to 30. I'm 25 now. I want to get married. I want to get married. I want to get married. Um, and just go from there. You know.
So when you looking for your husband, does height and money and deep size matter? When looking for a potential husband.
Um, no, because I really don't have a type. It's all about how you make me feel. It really is. It's all about how you make me feel. It's all about and you were just saying when we first started this live, feelings fade. But initially, I just want to feel comfortable. I want some fireworks, and I just want to feel safe. If I feel safe with my partner, like if I feel physically, financially, um, spiritually, mentally safe with them, I'm good. You might not have it all, but if I know that you're the type of person that's want to go out there, save your money, and go get it, you have to show me that you have done something out of your parents, and just show me you could do something. And if you show me that you have the capability to create something then around you, then I'm all for it. So yeah, I don't really care how tall you are. I don't care how much money you have currently. Um, and I don't care how big your dick is. If you make me feel good emotionally, spiritually, and I feel protected with you, like if we get into an altercation, I don't gotta say nothing. I know my man got it. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. That's what drives me.
Do you feel like you know how to be a potential wife?
I'm learning. I'm getting better every day. Um,
How are you preparing yourself?
um, I've been doing. I started like Queen Afua's spiritual guidance book. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Queen Afua. She's a like a holistic like queen or like goddess or leader. But I've just been doing as much spiritual feminine work as possible, praying to God, asking him to let me. I'm being the best me I could be. That's how I feel as though I'm preparing to be a wife. You know.
I feel like a lot of people before they get married should get counseling on being husband and wife. I think people should prepare more on the marriage instead of the wedding?
I don't even give a fuck about a wedding. I don't care if we go down to City Hall, get married. I'm good with that. I personally don't even like everybody in my family and some of my friends get on my nerves. I hope y'all not in this live. But
Right.
no,
I'm just saying in general. I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying in general.
yeah, and that's dumb. Dumb to me. Because you sitting there waiting for a $20,000 wedding when you could have been married, boy. Could have been on the books. No disrespect. But as a woman, you gotta secure your stuff. Like, if you, I'm gonna just be transparent on this live. Fuck it. If you really want something from a man, you cannot just be his girlfriend. Like, you have to be his wife to have full access to his estate and to reap the benefits. You need to be a wife. Being a girlfriend ain't enough.
I feel like a lot of women these days don't even know how to be a girlfriend. They just know how to have sex, take trips, and shop.
Um,
Not all women. Certain women,
yeah.
too, for everybody watch. Certain women.
Yeah, and then that kind of all trickles back because it's like, do I want to be a wife for you? Like, whatever guy that somebody's messing with, like, do I want to slow down for you? Do I see you as valuable? But at the end of the day, also, it goes back to our dynamics and what we believe is valuable. Because a lot of our women believe, like, oh, I need a rapper, or, oh, I need somebody with diamonds. I need somebody that's blinging. I need somebody that's going to take me on them trips, like you were mentioning. And yes, while their observations are skewed, still, as a woman, bruh, if I'm down for you, I'm down for you. Like, if you, like, literally took my soul out of my body, flipped that bitch backwards and put it back in there and still made me feel safe, I'm going to make sure you got something to eat when you come home. I'm going to make sure, but at the end of the day, like, also, it really shouldn't matter. Like you said, maybe people don't know how to be wives. And then that also goes back to my question, how much do you give? How much do you give before you get the ring? How
That's a conversation
much?
you got to have with your spouse. That's with your future spouse. You just got to have that conversation with them. Or y'all just got to figure out the parameters of the dynamic. Do you believe the man should propose to you traditionally or the woman should propose?
A man should propose. That's nonsense. I
Have you
mean,
ever?
I don't want to say it's nonsense because no shade to nobody out there, but um, a man should propose. Like, if you love somebody, I feel like if you gonna do that if a woman gonna do it, she need to tell you to meet me downtown. She need to tell you as meet me at this secret location. We about to go on a date and be like, City Hall right here. Let's go get married. That's how. If I was a woman, I really was pressed to marry somebody, I would just be like, yo, meet me downtown. We're going to City Hall. But I'm not getting on my knee for nobody. I'm not doing all that romance stuff. No.
How long you believe somebody should date till they get married? Or
Do
how
you
long you
not know
gonna date?
from my interview? I don't know the answer to this question. But I think, like, I mean, Mr. Kevin Samuels says 1 year, but I think 2 to 3 years before you know. And it's crazy because I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years and we're still learning each other.
But I feel like you ain't gonna never stop learning each other. That's a process you gonna have for a while though. For like I feel like that you never stop with that process. But I think about a year and a half. I think a year and a half you know what you're getting yourself into. About a year and a half. I believe a whole full season of different seasons of winter, spring, summer, fall, those seasons, whatever. I believe that you can understand what a person's character and their morals, where they stay at. But for the most part, that's how I agree. Do you cater to your man?
Yes. When he comes home from work. And I mean, honestly, I think that I should do it more often. Like, I should actually plan things to do for him. I'm kind of very much on a schedule right now. Like, he comes from home from work. I try to make sure that he has something to eat every time he comes home. Clean the house and all that. But like, as far as like giving him pedicures and shit like that, and like,
Right.
I got a dirty side, so that's all. But Yeah, I mean, I cater to them, but not in depth, not as much as I could, or I think should.
What you feel like you should do better?
Give them more massages, foot rubs,
Like the Destiny Child song catered to you?
just my own definition of love.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah, I
Mhm.
feel like that's missing too right now. I feel like a lot of relationships nowadays is like all giving, all taking with no giving. It's like it's not an even exchange. It's like it's all taken with nothing to give out for the
Do
most
you feel
part.
like it's been flipped though? Because um, like if you look at culture, right? You look at music. At first, it was, like end of the road. We had Boyz II Men, Jodeci, like Escape, like people making love music. Then we transitioned into gangster rap. So gangsters, Snoop Dogg. I forget what song it was, but he was just like, I ain't, pass her around. Me and my bros fucking her, like all types of crazy stuff that
You
I
talking
never
about
even.
it ain't no fun if the homies can't have
Yeah,
none.
yeah.
But you people gotta realize it's just music and entertainment. People cannot
But
take
it's
the music
influenced our
serious.
culture so much. Look at that. It's music and entertainment, but our women are walking around here like hot girl
They're
summer. Like, I
idiots.
want all your money. Money, money.
They're
That's how they
idiots.
are.
They're idiots.
I
They are
think,
idiots.
well, yeah, I think they're just master consumers.
I
They're
feel like if you take
consuming.
what an artist say serious and raps on a goddamn microphone, think about it like this: if none of those artists live this life, Snoop Dogg saying bitches ain't shit, and he's fucking married.
But he a hoe. He
That's
out here.
besides the point. That's besides the point.
He
The
in
city
these
girls are
streets.
pregnant. One of the city girls got pregnant, got 2 kids. JT was goddamn dating Yachty and all that. Nobody's living this lifestyle. It's
Yeah.
entertainment. Why
Megan
can't
Thee
the people
Stallion
get
got
this?
party. Yep.
Huh?
Megan Thee Stallion got party. Yep.
It's entertainment. Why can't women get that through their thick fucking skulls? It's entertainment. That's all it
Cause,
is. That's all it would ever be.
Cause they
Nobody, they're
got
doing
fat
that.
asses and we shake them. They just worry about the jiggle. We just want to know how snatched our waist is. How sexy we are.
The shade room is destroying the culture right now. The shade room is the shade room is destroying the culture. It ain't the rappers and the artists. They just making music and trying to provide for their families. It's the goddamn shade room women comparing their lives to that shit.
Bro, you gotta go back. It's the people who logging on to Instagram as soon as they wake up. Those the people that's killing us. The people who are brainwashed and that think that this app is live media coverage. It's not the world. It's on an individual level. That's why I was saying, like, you made that previous post, like how we gonna change, and it starts from that daily level. It starts from each person has to make those material changes in their mind and their heart for us to continue to grow as a community. So these people out here making money, they making money because there's a need for this type of, throw that ass music. Like when Thought Shit came out, I was very much confused. And the only thing that saved that song was the video. So there's just it's like we're brainwashed like a motherfucker. We
I
we
ain't
are
brainwashed.
we
I ain't
trying to
brainwashed.
compete with commercials and media. Like everybody want to look like Kim Kardashian. Everybody want to look at a Stallion, even though they can't. But I'm getting a little loose. But yeah, we are fed like it's all a pipeline. It's like African American people need to understand that we're under attack. The civil rights movement didn't change. I mean, it changed a lot, but like we're still under the same attack. There's people who are still collecting data to try to get to make you even more of a consumer, to get your money to keep you exactly where you at. There's education systems that's set up to not get you to the next level. They're not teaching you financial skills. They're not teaching you mental health. They're not teaching you wellness. All of this stuff is playing a part in keep, and it sells. Sex sells. Ignorance sells. Believe it, like, love it or not, shooting niggas, excuse my language, shooting people sells. Being a shooter sells. Being on the block sells. and people's going to go with in what sells. Until we change the narrative within our communities and people are looking for different stuff, then we might have a chance. And also, really quickly, I want to emphasize on what I was saying. I remember one time I was in the ninth grade, and I went to a lecture, and I was talking about the media, and the person was just like, "What do you consume?" So it starts on that individual level and what that person is consuming. But you have to remember there is a whole mega truck coming your way, trying to steal your attention, divert you from financial wealth, and upgrading out of the systematic things that have been keeping us down for almost 200 years. So it's you versus the America. It's like, no, but sometimes, mostly, I think. What
All
are your
right,
thoughts,
Harriet
black
Tubman.
man?
All right, Harriet Tubman. I got two more for you. What bills you feel like the woman should pay and the man should pay?
Um, sorry. Um, I'm really a firm believer in like men really should pay all the bills. And I think that it depends on what's going on in the household. It's whatever's comfortable for each person, honestly. Like if I don't know. I think the man should pay all the bills. I think that what else you got time for? I mean, you got time to come home, be a dad, be a family man, but if you have your wife home taking care of your 3, 4 kids and you out at work all day, then you should be able to pay the bills, all of the bills. And if you ain't making enough money to do that, then you need to be fine tuning your skills and finding a different way to do it. As
So
a
you saying,
woman, huh?
so what you saying is when you get married, you want your husband to pay all the bills, right?
I want my husband to pay all the bills. What I'll pay for, sorry, because is let's say my started business. I'll save
Mm-hmm.
my money from anything that I have,
Mm-hmm.
anything, and I'll put the money into my business so that we can make revenue for our family.
Okay, so that go back to my other question. How much money you feel like he needs to make for you to support 5 people? That's 4 kids, including you and himself. So that's 6 people right there. That's 6 people. That's six. So how much money do you feel like he needs to make to support 6 people?
Don't do this to me.
I'm just asking the question. Come on now, you
I
respect the
think
podcast. I need you to answer that question for me.
maybe like two a year, 200.
Okay. So that's 200,000, right? That sounds about 200, 250. Okay, okay. Now, I hope you find that man that supports you with that. You know,
Excuse me.
I hope you find that man. Uh, he's in the what 3 to 5 percentile of men.
Yeah,
So he's very rare. That's like a solar eclipse.
yeah.
You know,
Like at the end of the day, my family not gonna be hungry no matter what. So if I have a husband and he is not making, I mean, by the time we at the fourth kid, that should be like 10 years into our marriage. Like you should have made something for yourself all this time. If I'm supporting you, I'm loving you, I'm catering to you, and you can't go out and make something of yourself. Did I make the right decision? Did I choose a husband or did I choose a scent? But
mm,
some, if I'm career driven, I want to work, and I'm bringing in money, then as long as everybody fine, as long as we not hungry, we not poor, we not, like struggling, the kids can go to school, they got everything that they need, um, I'll be happy. And that's if I'm bringing in money, he bringing in money. Ideally, I would love for my husband to just be able to carry that load, and I worry about other things, but regardless, we gonna be okay. Sorry, I kind of jumped around that question. But like, yeah,
how
he
you
can
think?
make all the money, but at the end of the day, we're gonna be good. If we're not making enough money and I'm dead in love with you, I'll get a job. I'll pick up a hobby. Shit, I'm a hustler. I come from hustlers. We not gonna go broke for nobody, and we ain't doing it the wrong way. We're gonna do it the right way.
I mean, hey, I mean, that's your life. I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, I mean, you realize that's 3 to 5% of men. It's very rare out there. Ain't no many brothers out there. The average black man only make about 45 a year, 40 a year. So
And they
making that,
brainwashed.
you say what?
They brainwashed.
That's just how it is. It's just,
I
it's just how it's just how it is for the most part. Hell, the average man makes that kind of money, white and black shit. But
I mean, if they're content with that, if they're happy with that, then that's perfectly fine. I have a very entrepreneurial mindset. In saying so, I don't believe in a salary cap. Like, you're not about to tell me how much I'm gonna make this. So I'm only gonna make $50,000 this year. So I'm sticking with that. That's my cap on my income. I just don't understand. Like, you're not gonna tell me like this is how much you're gonna make this year. I'm gonna make what I produce, and I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep hustling, and that's just that for me.
do you
So
believe? Mhm.
don't like that. Also goes in with settling. Like, yeah, women talk about settling, but like, as a man, are you settling? Did you settle for that salary cap? Was that content for you? Like, and then if you settle, that's it. That's all I say.
Yeah, I hear you. What's you the best on that one? Do you believe zodiac signs are compatible? What zodiac sign you are?
I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini as well. When your birthday?
Really? June 4th.
June 16th.
Oh my God. What if you would have been like June 4th? I'm like, June 4th? um, I don't freaking know. Like, this is so crazy. I think they changed because when I was a young boy and I was in high school, they was like Taurus or Gemini's match. We match with Taurus. And now they talk about some Sagittarius and Capricorns. I'm like, all right, so y'all have to stick to something because and every boyfriend I ever had was a Taurus. So
So those the worst zodiac signs you dated?
the worst?
Yeah.
I don't have a worst. I can't think of the worst. I can think of the worst, but it's not because of their zodiac sign. They just were
They say
shitty
we crazy
people.
though. They say we got multiple personalities.
No, I just think we're multifaceted,
Mm.
creative beings who don't take shit from nobody.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We got very creative and innovative minds. Some of the best minds. Tupac was a Gemini. He got the same birthday as I do, by the way. So that's how I know I was special right there too, by the way. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Kanye Gemini.
yeah. They
Yeah.
give us the most flack. This is the last one right here. How would you describe a high value man? This is the new term right there. High value. They say you gotta make this, gotta make that.
I
What's your
would
personal definition of it?
I would describe a high value man as a man who knows himself. He knows what he wants and he's upright about it. Um, that's just it. Like, if all right, I'm gonna get a little crazy. I'm a jokester, but
Go
and I don't
ahead.
want nobody to discredit me.
Listen,
But
talk your
like,
shit.
if y'all
Say
just
it.
hate me. If you a bum and you like being a bum and you content with being a bum and you got your bum girlfriend and y'all cool with sleeping outside, but y'all happy, then maybe you a high value man to her. I'm just saying, if you know who you are and you know what you want and you're concrete in that and you've done the things to discover who you are and what you bring to the table, then you're a high value man. In my opinion. I don't think you gotta be a baller to be a high value man. I just think you gotta know who you are. And a lot of people out here don't know who they are.
Mm. Would you say you a high value woman?
According to whose definition? To the Lord, I'm more than that. To the Lord, I'm
We ain't got
God.
nothing. The Lord ain't got nothing to do with this. Stop trying to put this. Stop deflecting, Donald Trump. Stop deflecting.
I love God. No, I'm just saying because he is who I find my validation from. Am I a high value woman? Um, I believe so. I mean, I didn't come from like a picket fence or anything. I don't have a trust fund, but I am. I am all the things that I mentioned previously in this live, and you know, any man would be lucky to have me and to call me as his wife. I'm working on me. I do got some stuff that I gotta get together. Actually, no. I mean, no.
You a Gemini. I got a lot
That's
of stuff to
so.
work on too.
Thank you. It's so crippling. Oh, like I ain't going back and forth, but I believe I'm a high value woman with work that still needs to be done, and that's just that on that.
Okay. Well, you know the vows always say sickness and in health and rich or poor.
So,
Yeah,
would I love
serious.
somebody in sickness and health and rich and poor?
Hey, that's what the vow says. So when you
Hell
when you
yes.
go before that altar, that judge, that is what you're committing that covenant before God, before Jesus. That's that covenant you're committing. So I just feel like people gotta take them. People ain't taking their vows serious too. They just saying it just like words, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not as sacred as it used to be, marriage.
It's totally not safe. It's just vile now. It's just it's just be married. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad it ain't trending right now because everybody doing it for the wrong reasons or whatever. So
What's the wrong reasons to get married?
just for money or for looks or just marry somebody for the money. You ain't even goddamn sexually attracted to them. You just marrying for the money. I don't even feel like a lot of things about love no more. It's about who can afford you, who got
Yeah.
the biggest.
That's
Uh,
what Kevin was saying. He was saying like marriage don't got nothing to do with love. It's an arrangement.
yeah, he be saying do that. I disagree about that. I don't
Yeah,
agree.
I'm like, damn, I'm trying to love my man.
You do need to love your man, but I feel like love is a choice though. Love is a choice because when the feelings go away, you can make a choice to love until the feelings get back there. But just to say it ain't about love, it's about like a business. Yeah, you need to have money, but that should not be the sole purpose because somebody got a fat ass wallet. Okay, let's go to that person.
Yeah.
Whatever. But
And
I remember a point in time that people won't even do certain things for money, but nowadays people do any goddamn thing for money.
what they used to not do. Say, no, I'm just kidding.
Like I mean, back in the day, people wouldn't even have. I mean, people always been having sex for money, but nowadays it's just getting outrageous now. Like people
Yeah.
just doing anything, having sex with anybody just for money, only fans and shit. Like, God
Yeah.
damn.
It's punani everywhere.
People putting price on pussy, but pussy is priceless. Dick is priceless. Women should be paying for sex, man. That shit is stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's dead.
You think
People
money
just
buy happiness? You think money buy happiness?
no. I think money gives you a better gateway to happiness. Money allows you to be able to afford things like rehab and therapy.
Mm.
Money allows you to be able to live and have a house over your head, and it's way easier to be happy when you have a stable environment around you. Um,
Mm.
so that's what I think that money brings. I think that I also think that money is a sign of 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 a will to just go get it, no matter what you meant, like no matter what you mentally feel. Like you kind of just feelings are subjectory.
Very
You
subjective.
yes, you have to just be disciplined in who you are and what you want out of this life. So if you can make that, if you can wake up every day, no matter how you feel, and go out and get it, I applaud you. And it's not always that easy because I've seen depression on so many different levels. And I hate the D word because I do believe it's the devil. I think we
Yeah.
all got a choice.
Right. Yeah. I agree to a certain degree
Yeah,
about
but
it.
like
I
some
just
people
I
can't.
feel like money will buy a home, but it buy a house, but it won't buy a home. It'll buy medicine, but it won't buy healing. Hell, money will buy you some sex, but it won't buy you to make love with somebody. So I just I mean, money got a lot of perks to it. You can buy a
Yeah.
lot of things. You can meet a lot of different people, different social groups, of course. But I just feel like I feel like the real meaning of life is who you spend it with, though. Your sum total of who you spend it with,
Wow.
not that what's in your bank account number or what's in your wallet. Just nah, I disagree with that. But that's your opinion. I mean, shoot, you entitled to your opinion.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you.
Right, right.
Those quality people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of good quality people out here. Kind of sad though. I feel like a lot of people look down on quote unquote average men who have these jobs, but those same quote unquote average men built the infrastructure of the work.
Yeah.
Contractors, people who work on buildings, skyscrapers, cops, firefighters, people who protect us and serve us. Those people keep the community safe, and people look down upon those people like, they ain't got six figures or some shit. What the fuck?
It's all about that media. It's all about what we being fed.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me, a high value man on media, I would think of Jay-Z.
You said Jay-Z is a high value man.
On social media.
Right, right, right. I mean, anybody can put up the picture on social media. I feel like Jay-Z and did shit for the black community, in my opinion. I don't know why people praise him a lot, though. I feel like he's profiting off us. Granted, it's a business, but people look at him like God, him and Puffy. I be like, what the fuck did Jay-Z did for me or did for anybody? Because he's
Yeah.
so rap.
His
Because he's so,
music.
yeah, he just made music. That's it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
People gonna hate me, but contrary to probably believe, I don't think that I don't think that Black Lives Matter is really doing anything for the black community.
Oh, hell no. That shit, goddamn, is entertainment for niggas. That shit is entertainment for crackers. For white folks. That shit is entertainment. But, yeah, man, I appreciate you stopping by today, man. Um, huh?
Any day. I really appreciate being on your platform. I hope that hope I did a good job. Thank you. Thank you for so much for having me. Thank you for reaching out. Keep making your videos, keep doing your thing.
Fast, fast. Hey, man, just keep pushing, man. We gotta stay in touch, though, man. You gotta come back here. It can't be a stranger.
I'm around. Just hit me up. I'm always down for a conversation. And just let me know the topic and I'll put my stuff together.
Yeah, you be safe.
You too. Bye.
Bye.